Whatever Happened to series continuing. Just last year, people in southern Florida weren't focused on hurricanes or tropical storms. The main fear, talked about, reported on all the time, was from a tiny mosquito and the virus it carried, with the power to cause permanent damage to unborn babies. We had a number of viewers write in to ask whatever happened to Zika. Tonight, correspondent Phil Keating shows us how a lot has changed in a year.
It all started in Wynwood, Miami's hip and artsy nightlife scene, where Florida's governor declared the neighborhood the country's first active transmission Zika zone. That was the summer of 2016, the year the mosquito-driven Zika pandemic exploded throughout Latin America and eventually into the U.S., with devastating impacts on newborn babies.
It was a very scary time.
How alarming was this? How much panic?
It was very alarming. At that time, we were still learning about the Zika virus and its impact on pregnant women.
Dr. Henry Walk in the Centers for Disease Control reported more than 5,000 Zika infections domestically, mostly travel-related. But this summer, the Zika virus seemingly disappeared to fewer than 300 this year, with just one locally transmitted case in rural Texas.
I think communities are learning that these things that are unexpected are becoming the expected, and you need to be resilient. You need to have a plan in place. Thank God, Miami Beach, we were able to have a plan in place and bounce back.
And the plan was multi-layered. Miami-Dade County ramped up mosquito control, spraying insecticide to kill the mosquitoes and their larvae. The rest of the plan was education and awareness. Every resident was advised to get rid of any standing water on their property, and the use of bug spray was heavily promoted.
We've got to keep fighting this. We're not going to have less mosquitoes.
The Zika virus, spread by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, causes mild flu-like symptoms: fever, rash, joint pain, red eyes. According to the CDC, Zika can also cause the lifelong birth defect microcephaly, where babies born to mothers who were infected with Zika while pregnant come out of the womb with smaller, underdeveloped brains. Roughly 10% of the pregnant women with Zika last year had babies born with microcephaly or brain abnormalities. In the U.S., that was 24 out of 250 born. At one point, the CDC advised all pregnant women not to travel to Miami-Dade County. Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine rushed into battle to fight the bite on the ground and from the air.
I think it was horrible. It was horrible for the beach, other areas of Miami-Dade County.
That was then, this is now.
Everybody expected this was going to be an every summer event for the near future. So what happened to Zika?
And once you're infected, we believe you're immune, and so you can't get infected again. And because so many people were infected all across Latin America and the U.S. territories and Mexico as well, the cases just dropped off a cliff.
The CDC closed its Emergency Operations Center for Zika last week, and the travel advisory for pregnant women coming here is also gone. A vaccine is in development. It shows early promise, but until one is available for the public, the Zika threat will never be gone for good. Brett?
Phil Keating in Miami. Phil, thank you. And if you have a whatever happened to suggestion, drop us an email or Facebook or tweet.